My name is Max Weber. I'll be your teacher, and welcome to Biology 211. This is the second half of the A&P combination classes of 210 and 211. I'm going to give you a quick welcome and a show of what's happening on your D2L page. All right? We start, if you go to Course Home, you'll start seeing all your announcements. Okay? The first thing I want to make sure that everybody understands is that we have a new procedure for 2025. Everybody needs to finish a syllabus acknowledgement quiz and an ID verification quiz before any of the modules will open up. This is for online and hybrid classes only. The rest of the face-to-face classes, you only have to worry about taking your syllabus quiz. Okay? All right. So, we also want to make sure you understand we need Respondus Monitor and Lockdown Browser on your home computer. Do a thorough environment check. Don't use a Chromebook or a cell phone to take your tests, okay? It's just not compatible, all right? If you have any questions, contact me or user support, all right? So, we have a welcome here. I'm going to have to go back and forth. And below the welcome, you see here, this is my office hours for this semester. And this is where you find your help, all right? Trouble with getting into McGraw-Hill Connect, contact them. Trouble with your D2L, contact them. Trouble with anything on computers, contact them, all right? Okay. And below that will be what is due each week. See, what's due the week of January 13th and 19th. All the information you need is right here, and then the following week, and I'll always have a little smiley at the bottom of each of these announcements to tell you what needs to be done. Like this is, we got to get our test done, we have to get a quiz done, we have to get something done, okay? But this will tell you what you need to do. Read this stuff for attendance, complete your, Connect materials. Fair enough? Okay. Now, on the side, I want to make sure that everybody understands that on the side is an automatic calendar telling you when tests and all are due. Alrighty? So, boom, boom, boom. Everything you need is at your fingertips. Okay? Alright. So, next is content. With content, we want to start here. We have a welcome. We have college policies. Here is your syllabus, if you need any information about that. And here is the class calendar. I call it the class schedule. They call it the class calendar. All right? So this is for spring 2025. First week, see? Got to get this stuff done. Get your modules done. Get your syllabus quiz done so you unlock your modules if you're online. See, chapter 13, what you have to do and what you do for a grade, okay? Because you're graded on your Connect homework and quizzes. They add an extra 10%, like a bonus at the end of the year. So do them all if possible. 10-4, and then the following week and the following week. See, look, we don't have any class on Monday because of MLK Day. 10-4, but roster verification is during this week. So if you haven't logged in yet, you'll be verified out of the class. So please be sure this syllabus is your verification, and of course your ID if you're online is your verification that you are a student with us. Okay? All right. But that's a good schedule here. Notice that I got the tests and the lab practicals in bold print and highlighted in yellow, so you can't miss it. There's your spring break and final exam, okay? Which happens to be on that Monday. All right, so that is start here. Let's go back to contents. I'm not going to belabor this, but I do want you to be able to see that we've got, now you have your modules, all righty? Again, if you look here at the top, module cannot be accessed until you've taken your quizzes. All right, the beginning quizzes. But here's information. And the most important thing I want you to understand is that we've switched to a new book called Holes. Right? We were in Saladin. Some people still have the Saladin textbook. Now, the topics are the same, the numbering of the chapters is different. So I don't want you to feel like, oh my gosh, I'm in the wrong book, I'm doing the wrong. No, you're fine with the online Holes book that you have. Remember, all of my tests are based on my PowerPoints, and so are my study guides. They're based on my PowerPoints. So everything you need is at your fingertips right there. So, we're going to start with chapter 13, which was called Saladin chapter 17. Alrighty? So just be aware. Alright. I want to show you that you've got your PowerPoints right here. See? Endocrine chapter 13 with all the endocrine information from Saladin. But if I have a study guide up, this was the old study guide. It's the same PowerPoints. So don't be surprised if you see, oh no, that says chapter 17. I haven't had a chance to go in and change every one of my study guides. Alrighty? But that's why I have as the headline. Holes 13 was 17. Is that fair enough? Make sense to you? Okay. Very good. Alright, let's see what else we got in the table of contents. Alright, we also have all of your lab materials. Okay. And under your lab materials, you've got your lab pictures. We've got them on a white background, so you don't have to worry about it. We also have them on a green background because it's prettier. Alrighty, but if you want to print these out, it's a lot cheaper to do that. I suggest that you could use that and manipulate it yourself, and you put arrows and whatnot, okay? And that way you can study and learn. Alright. Okay, over here is our class list. That's where I'm going to find you. If I need to email you, that's where I find you. Over here we have quizzes. Here is where you would find your department quiz, you would find your chapter exams, you would find your lab exams and your final exam under quiz. Everybody's favorite. Grades. Okay. Here is how I see your grades. You see them more as an individual thing, okay? But I can keep track of what your grade is with your tests and your homeworks right there. And if you want to see yours, I'm just going to borrow one person here. If you look on a one-person situation, you will have two numbers with a divided by mark here. So once you have a couple of tests and whatnot in here, you're going to see two numbers. Now I see 85% as your total grade. You might see, I'm just going to make up something, 92 points out of 127 points. Alrighty? Oh gosh, what does that mean? Hit the calculator. It'll tell you what your average is. Okay? Otherwise, just divide the two and times 100. Okay? It's a percentage. But that way you know exactly what your total grade is after every test and every homework you upload. Fair enough? Okay. But if you have a question, you can always ask me. Alrighty, what else is there? Here is attendance, spring, and I put in, every time you come in and sign in, Monday, Wednesday, each week, and it'll either have a P for present, an A because you were absent, a W because you withdrew, or a WA because I withdrew you. Why would I give a WA to a student in a class?
Because they didn't sign in,
or they did not turn in their withdrawal form. Remember, how many days are you allowed to miss in a class?
3.
5. So if you've missed 5, I will email you, or if you're in our face-to-face class, talk to you when you get around 4. And I will definitely email you and talk to you around day 5. Because on day 6, I have to withdraw you. Okay? If you don't either come to class or if you don't do your weekly homework assignments. Okay? Does that make sense? And so after day 5, day 6 or 7, I'm going to put a WA in there. 10-4? All right. But this happens sometimes when somebody asks for a withdrawal form and they don't turn it in. Then you're going to hit day 6, day 7, day 8, we're going to be in trouble. All right? Cool beans? All right. But you can also see your attendance if you were to click on just your name. Well, it's going to show up for you. It doesn't show up for me. But you will see your own attendance and see where you're missing things. Okay? All right. Does anybody have any questions about what we see on Z2L? Are we good? All right. Thank you very much. I will see you this semester.